And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Logitech G Ready to Play series in Bangladesh. The prize pool will be 70k taka, and with over 150 teams registered, we've been going through the teams pretty drastically over the last couple of days. A lot of teams have dropped, and let's see who's going to be dropping here today. One more time, it's going to be your boy Aggressive here on the hot seat to bring you all of the action. I'm going to be by myself, but hey, that's how it goes for a lot of these matches. They want it to be streamed. And pretty sure with all of the stuff that's been happening, it's been pretty tough. I'm going to start up the game, and we are going to be jumping straight into the selections. It will be a pretty interesting game, mind you, because I do know for a fact that ZoneXtra are one of the teams that could just be the up-and-comers if they're able to play their cards properly here. Jumping on over, straight up. Will be the agent selection for the map of Bind. A pretty common pickup, I would say, for this entire tournament, and both of these teams have a tendency of playing this map quite often, I would regard, but I do believe a couple of technical difficulties will be coming on down in. We're going to try to fix that as soon as we can, but for now, let's just give it a little bit of time and see how it goes down through. Small issues here and there, but regardless, I really want to know what could be the game plan from the opposition, because currently, again, this is the group stages, so we don't really have any ideas of how all of this could just be going on down. The matches seem to be a little bit more of a problematic situation, but then again, it could take a couple of seconds. Just set everything up. Give it some time, give it some thought. So for now, at least, they look quite decent on that regard, but regardless, let's just see how the error code's going to be coming on down in. We're going to be heading on down over into a short, tiny little break as one of the players have disconnected. Oh, actually, no, we don't even need to go into the break. We're going to be jumping straight into the matchup. And with both of the squads ready and the player that has already reconnected, we should be good. We should be fly. We're going to be jumping straight over to the agent selection one more time. Again, no real information about both of these teams, so you can take your guesses and I can take mine, I guess. But on the other side, I do believe that the teams, they should be in a good spot. A little bit more tasteful at the bare minimum, because the last couple of games, there haven't really been a lot of outstanding plays that we would expect. And in a lot of ways, it really did come down to a team just being a little bit more lackluster and a lot more inexperienced. But that is what is supposed to happen, especially in tournament matches like this when it's the early start. Not really a lot to look at, because the squads, they just are not on that level now, are they? But moving on down from that, let's just see how it all goes down through, because the way that it all goes in, one more time, let's jump on over towards the map. You can see that the Fade has been picked up, and Fade has not really been a common pickup for this map in particular, and that's understandably so. People will take a little bit of time to get used to this character before they opt to play it in their own tournament level matches, and that's completely understandable. But Fade is one of those few characters that I personally will say you need to have in your arsenal if you want to rise up in a lot of these tournament stages, because Fade, in my eyes, has so much potential in comparison to a Sova in a lot of these cases that it's insane when you think about
your agent.
sanity at its finest, and the way that Fade is able to bring you a lot of advantages in the usage of utility far outshines Sova and what he can do in the current meta, at least, because shock darts have been nerfed to such an extent that it's tough to get value out of it, and the drone is just horrendously bad. when you don't really have that drone to give you that level of information. For example, what the Nightmare Seekers can do, you just get stuck into that position of why would you want to fade over, why would you want to Sova, sorry, over having that fade in your arsenal. But regardless, it's completely fine. Let's jump on down over towards Matt, see exactly what the players have to say on the server, because at the end of the day, it's them playing in this matchup and not us. So take it slow, take a couple of steps back, and see exactly what they're going to be capable of here today. For now, though, I'm leaning a little bit more in the favor of the Viper, because the Viper-based composition is just hold us better place in my hearts because of the way that it all comes on down in. It's hard to not really see why the Viper is such a strong pickup on the map we find here after so many of the current changes. Because the way that she can hold down a side using her snake bites and of course her toxic screen just completely nullifying any form of an aggressive play that you could have, it forces you to play slow. And that slow play gives the defenders ample opportunities to turn things around. But the attackers, again, smart play, but at the same time it could be detrimental as well. They're playing far on back over towards Market, slow push up on towards Suka. This could be a fast take for them. This fast take could be a bad one because one more on the sidelines. You have to worry about a lot. Here comes a Viper. The Viper's going to be able to shut down two. Arsenal's going to be able to take down another, maybe retaliate. He needs to find a double to turn things around. Good shots, good plays. And now the defenders, they need to go in for a retake. Arsenal still has the angle, spots out another one of the players, gets a beautiful headshot, but the Jet is able to shut it down entirely before he can even take it back. Neuron takes a swing out, gets spotted on one side, but I do believe that the Fade just has a better advantage with the Omen on his side, and Phoenix is going to be able to take the final kill. And the pistol round goes in the favor of ZoneXtra. Well played and systematic approach over towards this Ace B side, because in a way that pistol round, I personally didn't think it would work out because of the fast heavy rush that they opted to go in for without any forms of information, but they played upon the trades and Arsenal was just able to come alive. Getting those 3 kills right off the bat just made sure that this round would go on down through. But for now, I do believe there is a disconnect coming in once more from Sage. He's been having some issues with his internet, I do believe, in the game. This does not play here. But it's okay. It's Bangladesh and internet issues are quite on the up and rising. So, for now, we're just gonna chill. We're just gonna make some of these plays. Yes. On the other side, I really do sound very tired because, honestly speaking, it's been a long day and I am moving into a new house, so there's a lot of stuff that we really do need to pick up on, really need to do. Someone in my life does not want to let me sleep, so that's also another problem on the other side. But on this end, making its way up one more time. ZoneXtra quite slow here, but okay, good tag from the Marshal. He's gonna be able to find out something. He does find another kill, and Falcon, he does find some value, but I don't think he's gonna be able to get out much because, again, we do have to worry about so many of these pushes and the weapon advantage that the attackers have on their side. Chip damage has been given, so this chip damage will allow them to have that one-shot potential on their side, but yeah, they don't have the weaponry for it. Hunter's not gonna be able to find out anything, gets caught out. Falcon, that's a good angle on him, but shots are clean, but not the headshot that he needed to find the kill. Albeit, maybe good for one, doesn't really happen, and Phoenix shuts down. 0 and 2. That was smart game plan coming in from the side of the attack. Slow push, and then a speed up immediately over towards the side, and just the default execution. Take Lamb's control, use the Sage Wall to cut off the side, go in for a free plan, hold down Heaven, and make sure that you do not over-aggress on any of your corners until you have a teammate close to you to go in for a double peek. Well played, Eco, not really giving away a lot of those guns, except for one. I can live with it, but now, the defenders, yeah, I don't think they're gonna be happy about this. They have to worry about a lot coming in from the side of Spark, and Spark is gonna dip out almost immediately. Careful, buddy. You could just be in for a little bit of a hurt situation if you're not careful.
Down A.
Because now, see, even more plays. Arsenal holding it from the other end, but Neuron completely demolishes the third player, and he's been like phenomenally. Neuron's is just a beast and a half of his own. He's able to find so much value, but on the other side, the Jet is also trying to retaliate off his own. But Arsenal still very much alive to try and clutch this one out. And Babisha, yeah, he's trying, but I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon. It's a rough one. It's gonna be a clutch run going in favor of the ZXTs. Doesn't look that good for them though, does it? But hey, let's give them the benefit of the doubt that maybe, just maybe, they can come around in any second and maybe prove themselves to be a lot better. But the way that things are panning out for them, yeah, I do believe that the internet is causing some issues on the side of the defender Sage. Surviving this onslaught would just be the most difficult thing. We do see on the other side, Abir has a stinger in hand and is trying to get this first initial contact on the Spark. Spark, position of his own, pushed up a little bit further than he would like, but again, Abir is playing a dangerous game. He's gonna be able to get it some immediate. But look, towards the flank, the play storm in hand, still in a good spot, but Spark is gonna be able to take down one good clearance of the angle, and now the Omen is in the complete and utter wrong here. Maybe the corner could have been cleared, and hey, that's a freebie for one. But Neuron, he needs to come alive on this Blade Storm. This is the headshot, and he's gonna get taken out a couple of picks for it as well. Spark gets a triple, Arsenal gets one. 0 and 4 to pretty much solidify a strong and total lead, especially on the attacker side of Bind. And Bind being one of the maps that, you know, is pretty weak on the attacking side. It's just, you want to see more, especially from the Viper. They have a composition that can really work out. I love this comp personally, but not having an initiator just brings a level of problem that you don't really want to see here. Yeah. On its way up, we do see the operator coming in a little bit too early in the race, completely gets taken out before he can even get that first initial shot off. And the last person over towards this A side is going to be the Sage, and the Sage is disconnected, I do believe. Yep, he's disconnected. My screen's going all glitchy on him. So for now, yeah, just take one more fight. Hunter's going to be able to shut down one player, but he needs to get more. No one's watching him, and ouch. Yep, that's going to be another kill, but Spark is able to retaliate. Neuron looking for the first kill, but yeah, Phoenix is not going to let that. Stealing sight. Slowing it all down. Last player remaining is going to be out here. Reconnection did happen. He's going to be able to get himself back in and get a gun for himself, possibly here. But for the Sage, yes, that's Spark has a beautiful angle. It's spot out the first official player without any issues. They're gonna opt to go in for that save, and that is smart because saving the gun is the most crucial part of this entire process. Because otherwise, it's not gonna happen. We do see some issues happening here, but I do believe that, hey, I guess the Sage is not yet that well versed in the game of Valorant, because to work on an ADS like that doesn't seem to be the thing that you really want to do here, but I guess it's okay. You can move it around a little bit, but the other end. Let's just see how all of this goes down. Here has a perfect angle, goes in for the swing, but the spray is just a little bit sus for its own good. Sussy Baka spray to end it all off, but push it all down. He's looking for more, and Arsenal comes in for that backup. Nearly Hunter's was the one to get that initial kill off, but not gonna happen. Falcon, good play, takes Spark, who had the operator in hand. Falcon's looking for more, but Falcon, you should know, buddy, that this is a dangerous fight to take, and this is one fight you cannot get anytime soon. Peeking around the corner, that's gonna be another kill. And the last player will be Falcon. Putting it down. There's death pretty much. Because Falcon, yeah, buddy, you may be good, you may be fly, but to try and take a round against so many of these players, and nearly pulled off a beautiful 4K, or a beautiful 3K, sorry, for himself, but not gonna happen, not just today. Maybe in another dimension, maybe in another life, but for now, it's gonna take a little while. I do see a little bit more small methodical play. Again, no real like forms of aggression just yet, but an immediate push up and another hold for the defenders. They need to find these first initial bullets. This is such a crucial play for them to get, but they gained the information, they tried to pull out the rotations, and they're immediately making another back round over towards this B side, which is smart. But again, the defenders have read into this. They've been doing this strategy constantly for the last couple of rounds, and it's not been looking that good for them. Falcon takes a swing, buddy, but he's not gonna be able to find the frag. That's another body to get dropped. And the Omen, yeah, I don't think that's gonna happen anytime soon here, buddy. He only has a judge in hand. He wants to make his way over towards elbow, but the elbow spot, yeah, that's completely blocked out, but okay. Hunter's gonna be able to fight a runaway Xenia.
Shadows traveling.
That's all that he's gonna be able to get. Maybe one more bullet to connect it, and Phoenix gets shut down. But Spark, he's looking for more blood. He's looking for a lot more kills. But immediately Spark's gonna be the one to find that final blood. 0 and 7. It feels like a fast 13-0. Not really the best of stories if you are on the side of the defenders, because I like their game plan, I like their style, but the jinns are just not able to survive any of the damage being dealt by the members. ZoneXtra. We do see another disconnect apparently coming in from the Sage. It doesn't look that good now, does it? Darkness arrives, the Sage doesn't find anything, and Neron needed that shot, man, but he's not gonna be able to get much. Here comes a party, but okay, Spark! My god, this guy, this operator's an absolute demon, he's a menace! He's a menace to society. And the last person is not gonna be able to live through that one. 0 and 8. And ouch. We have to feel the pain. Sage seems to have disconnected one more time. Not much that the players can do to try and get this one down. But hey, it's your first tournament game and it feels as though you lack experience. But you are a group of friends who are here together to have some fun. Or going up against a team, I do believe, of ZoneXtra. They've been playing, they've been streaming, they've been practicing, and they have gotten to this level. And maybe one day you're gonna be able to do the same. Your operator does really find a lot of value. He does get tagged out, and Phoenix he's out for a couple of downs. A beautiful play from the side of Falcon. He heard of the sound, he heard of the shots. But Spark, he's looking for the first. He's gonna be able to get it. That's a flick and a half, and he's gonna be able to hold. Takes it down to a 4 versus 4 situation. Spark's looking for more. Bladestorm coming out in his hand, and this Bladestorm doesn't really find a lot of value, no, does it? Maybe, just maybe, we could be seeing the first initial round coming in, and it's gonna be Neron finding another. But again, it's Jet coming in down strong, and Neron just completely mowing down House. Takes the control, takes the initiative, and also takes the first round that the side of Kajin's need to try and turn this one around. Beautiful. And Neron with his aim completely breaks down the opposition for what they were trying to hold. I understand the idea of opting to go in for peaks and going in for swings, considering you have a lot of confidence in comparison to your opposition, but you always do need to remember that you can never underestimate your opponents. You witnessed it already that Neuron's not a bad player. He can still hit his shots if you allow him to completely run over you. So you need to watch your back on these type of situations. So for now, they've been humbled. And being humbled this early is the most important part of this game plan. Because on the other side, Neuron, again, he tried to go in for another play. He's going to be able to find that burst. Falcon nearly got a collateral for himself. That would have been a detrimental one. Have the spike. Have the position. It seems as though now the fade has disconnected. For the opposition, they're the ones playing. Position's been given. The Omen needs to worry about a lot more of these different angles. One player on towards the flank. The AFK really already gave away that information, and it's all up to Phoenix. Phoenix, he's been such a predominant player in these clutch situations. Here comes another one, and that's gonna be the angle, and that's gonna be the kill. Hunter spots him out over towards the back. Just would have knifed him. I would have knifed him personally, but
The spike is diffused.
there is where the real fun will start to arise. Let's see how it all goes. Again, we do see the pause coming in. With this pause, players are going to take a couple of seconds to get their way back in. We do see that Fade has completely faded out of existence. So until he comes back, we're going to be going down over into a short break. After the short break, We are back, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry for the short little bit of an interruption, but the players had a little bit of technical difficulty to work around, trying to fix. But again, they're back one more time. The attackers going for the fast rush, but okay, Hunter completely breaks down the first initial wall. That's gonna be perfect for them. But the grenade, yeah, they needed to wait for that play. But you have an idea in their head of how they really want to play this. This could be the game changer for them. Pushed out early, 28 seconds left for the heal that the Brainer requires to even go in aggressive. He's afraid. He's forward. And they need some space to work with. Yeoman could easily use this ultimate to gain some information, but he opted to go in for the rotation. But instead, the A site has been heavily stacked, and the B completely empty. No one opting for any form of aggressive push. But the defenders, they're playing it smart. Hill comes in, and the Reyna's gonna be able to push up finally. They have an idea that they want to enter towards this B side. Maybe this rotation will give them what they want. Take a swing here, Arsenal. You have a flash in hand. Goes for the first initial, but not gonna happen. Abir catches him out while the flash is still connecting, and the bodies are just gonna keep on dropping. Falcon, the operator, and is looking for the final kill. Jump down to your death. It's gonna be good for one. Gonna be good for the second. It's taken out immediate. Falcon gets a 4K to charge everything up.
Last round.
He has his. He has a showstopper to work with though in this round, so he can easily stop any form of a fast rush that the defenders could be going in for. But regardless, consider one thing, that on the other side of the spectrum, the attackers already have the 8 rounds that they needed. These 8 rounds can easily turn things around for them. That's all but a requirement. Now, let's see how it all goes down for them. Falcon still with an up, has the angle, has the peak. Already gonna be able to take down one. This is what happens when you use your initiator utility first to try and clear out all of the corners. And the showstopper immediately makes him dip. He's not gonna go in for this fight. No one in their right minds would want to go in for that engagement. And with that, they're trying to go in for this ult, but regardless, it doesn't look that good. Spark good for the first initial. Spark is looking for the second, but
Spike planted.
gonna be able to find it. Timing is king. Timing is crucial. Swings out, and oh my god, Spark, you're an absolute beast. Doesn't look that good now, does it? It's now. Defenders, maybe one. Not even that. Doesn't get anything done. Last player is AFK, so go in for the kill. Yeah. 3 and 9. Means that the Sage is just having to choose to most time, but in a tournament setting, you need to make sure that you don't have these many points. Again, at times I don't really understand strategies that the members of ZTX are going for, because you would expect the initiator to first of all completely clear out the open angle or go in for a jump spot, or maybe if they're playing from A short, to divide up the players, 2 on towards the side of A short right side and 2 on the side of A short left, with one player trying to take bats control or trying to gain some information there. But they're not opting to go for any of that. Again, it seems to be a certain case for these low-ranked teams that if you have an opportunity for a rush, why not go in for this rush? And this could be a problem. ZoneXtra completely falls asleep on the angle and does get caught out because of it. It's not going to be able to find out much. Now, it's all up to Arsenal. Misses out on all the bullets and with the crucial one to get, and they're going to try to hold them down. Phoenix comes in down strong. Does find a couple of more, and the last player is completely AFK over towards spawn. That could have done wonders for the team, but Phoenix comes in from lamps and no one's hoping lamps. Seems to be a problem that you need to fix here, buddies, because double digits are on the board and the members of ZTX are looking to take over.
charges.
See a double play coming. Double play could be an issue if they had a raise on the defense, but raise not being present and using both slow orbs this early on towards the round. I don't know how much I like this, but then again, they are the ones going in for the play here. Spark should have completely dashed out there. He didn't need to over-aggress. That's going to be a costly one for him. Neron trying to find that versatile head onto one of the players. Trying to spot this one out, and maybe if they're not careful, this could be bad for them. Good amount of damage being given by Hunter, but yeah, it's just not going to work out in their favor.
Bring them down.
Couple of more players, one player AFK. There's a 2 versus 4 situation. It doesn't look that good for them. Could easily be the ones to get dropped here. Spike in the hands of Abir. Maybe he can pull off a miracle, but with this force fly, seemingly.
30 seconds left.
Yeah. It's not gonna work because already the defenders are holding down the sidelines, one with the judge, and as soon as the plan goes in, it's just one small swing away. Neon's gonna be able to take Neuron, sorry, is gonna be able to take down one, but immediately the spike planter goes down. There's another kill, but
10 seconds
Xenexia
left.
again, kind of falling asleep on these angles here, buddy. You need to watch it. No time.
Enemy remaining.
He's gonna get taken out. Ouch. 3 and 1. 3 and 11, sorry, ladies and gentlemen. Seems the match just started. It's already done and dusted. It'll be a quick one, but for the members of Jacqueline, jinns, sorry. My God. It's not looking that good. Well, let's just do some analysis on this end. First of all, Neuron's doing a phenomenal job. He's trying to do what he can as a champ, but the issue of the matter being is that not only do they not have one player, they're not able to capitalize on the mistakes being made by the defenders, or in this case ZTX, because ZTX on the attacking side, they were pushing in aggressively on so many of the different angles, but I did not see any form of utility to try and slow them down. And when they did use their utility, they got those 3 rounds that we would have really hoped they would have gotten. And unless we see some more utility usage coming out down from them to just try and force their way in towards the side, because they have a lot of utility still to work with. Yes, you don't have the Sage, but regardless, you do have ample amounts of firepower to break your way in towards the side. The snake bites, the pain shells could be good for you, but Arsenal
Spike down.
seems as though he means business on another end. Neron, that spray was so crucial for you to get. Doesn't find out much. At the end of the day, it's all about the cleanup. Last player remaining is going to be the Sage. And yeah, I think it's just a body dropping session for that. ZoneXtra. Let's find out a lot, and
Match point.
4 versus 5s are always rough, but you're in a tournament setting and not a ranked one, it just gets even more detrimental. Match point, ladies and gentlemen, and with no buys on the hands of the attackers, they're going in for the glass cannons. Maybe, just maybe, they could pull off a miracle, but
Wall raised.
miracles don't come out of thin air, and I believe that Neuron is going to be the first one to instigate one. For a fast push, maybe Neuron's going to be able to take it all back. Alright, that's going to be the 3rd kill. And that's all that they could have hoped for. So much information being given away by the Fade Eye. No one opted to destroy it, and that does not look that good. Falcon's going to be able to shut down Arsenal as he was trying to go for an aggressive play, and this is what I meant about using the firepower that you have in proper utilization. Your opponents will start making mistakes. They will start peeking a lot more aggressively, and that is when you need to be the ones to take the swing. Take one more fight, and Abir nearly got his head chopped off for that.
One enemy
That's
remaining.
fine one. Tokyo's gonna be able to shut down another. He's looking for more, and maybe, just maybe, they should be able to get it. Falcon clutches out the round, just at the bare minimum. If we did see Tokyo be a lot more disciplined in the way that he swung out of that corner, that would have been a free kill. He just needed to wait. He just needed to see, because he still had enough utility to go in for that fight. But the fact is, he got a little bit too overzealous, and that cost him his life. Util is the most important thing in the game of Valorant, and a lot of people don't really understand that, and I'm really hoping that through this tournament plays at TX, they can utilize their utility to stop a lot of these players, and to also go in for clutch situations a lot more better. You have utility, just wait for it. That's the most crucial part. Yeah, maybe you have the best team in the entire world, but if you have better utility usage, even a person with mediocre to average aim can be the ones to completely change the tides of a battle. And I've seen that even on the highest ranks of play. Ooh, it's the drop sound. You're on? That's all he needed.
Spike down A.
We'll see one more round possibly being taken by the attackers if this is how it's
Welcome to my
Spark.
world.
He's looking for more, but with this B side now being taken over, but the spike not in their territory, it doesn't look that good for them now, does it? But still, they're gonna be able to hold Spark. He misses out on the spray. That's pretty bad. It's not looking that good, but Tokyo's gonna be able to
30 seconds
retaliate
left.
regardless of the situation. Tokyo is here to play. He has all the util, he has the ultimate, and here comes the resurrection as well on towards the other side. One more play, one more fight, that's all that he needs. Here comes Abir from the sidelines. Gives away the information with the spray.
Defender
Nearly got
wins.
whiffed out, and the Sage could have easily clutched that. Could have nearly lost them the clutch, sorry. The Viper. Right at the nick of time, but again, commitment to the sprays, they needed to be a lot more methodical in the way they take a lot of these gunfights. At the end of the day, I did see better mechanics from the members of ZTX, and that's one of the prime reasons why they were able to take this win. But when it came down to the utility usage and the teamplay and the strats, they need to work on it a lot more. And moving on down the line, I do believe they will improve. First tournament experience are pretty rough, and you have to remember that members of Kajin didn't really have their fifth player. But regardless, that's going to be another day. That's going to be another match for the Logitech G Ready series. So we're going to be back with you tomorrow with a lot more action. But for now, thank you all for stopping by and giving me your time. Good night and happy gaming.